Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be talking about a new action and thriller movie. It is called Running Man, and here to talk about that are Bart and Jennifer Mills, our local movie reviewers. Welcome, Bart and Jen.
Good morning.
All right, so action or Running Man, total action thriller. Was this Stephen King? Is this what it is?
It was indeed by a novel of his in, I don't know, the 80s. There you go, early 80s. I think it was a Richard Bachman?
Yeah, it was a Richard Bachman book.
Okay, so I have to be honest with you. I did not watch the trailer on this one. I did not have time, so I'm going to
Didn't have time for a 2-minute trailer.
I did not. I honestly did not. So I'm going to just go with whatever you tell me, so go ahead.
All right, well, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, again, a remake of, this was a novel by King in the early 80s. It was quickly remade into a very different kind of movie, but with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the lead. This is for those of us in our generation, which my generation anyway. This was sort of a focal point for us as young people. The Arnold.
I think it was what, 1987?
Probably.
Yeah.
And so this version is sort of closer to the original novel, but still holds on to some of the color scope of the 80s movie. But in this case, instead of Arnold, we get Glen Powell, who is the new heartthrob that's shown up in quite a few things here recently.
Most importantly, ladies, he is in a towel for a very long action sequence. For some ridiculous reason, he's in a towel.
Magically knotted towel of all time. He does an entire action sequence hanging out of a building in a towel, and the knot stays.
Yeah.
Now, they don't make a hotel towel big enough to cover me like that, but that's Glen Powell. So, nevertheless, the story starts off pretty much the same as both the book and the original, which is, he's a guy. In this case, he's a working guy. His daughter is sick. He needs to come up with some money. They're living in this dystopian future society where you'll never believe this, but corporations run everything, and there's a real distance between the wealthy and the poor, and things are bad. And so in this case, he decides to go on this game show to make money for the kids and gets pulled into the Running Man. And the Running Man is a game show where basically they give people a head start, and then they start chasing them. And there are these hunters that are supposed to try to kill them. The entire U.S. population is
gets rewarded.
Yeah, they're incentivized to tell on you, which also sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And there's an app, and there's cameras that follow you around, and it's just chaos. And so this is Edgar Wright directed this. If you know, Edgar Wright's early work was pretty brilliant when it came to some of his British movies, Shaun of the Dead, and things like that. Later did, most recently did a couple of the Ant-Mans and stuff like that. Usually a pretty good, firm director. But in this case,
he lost the wheel.
It's a little bit chaotic.
All right, so going to my favorite website, which is, of course, Rotten Tomatoes. So I got 2 reviews for you here. So a 65% critic rating, and then also a 78% audience approval rating. It's not the highest, it's kind of like middle of the road. So what do you think?
Well, I was telling Bart earlier that I read that Stephen King really liked this movie. And I said, if I'd known that prior to going to see this, that would have told me everything I needed to know, because Stephen King notoriously has the worst taste in movies.
Yeah.
And if I'd known he liked it, I would have known I was not going to like it. So
yeah, the fact that Stephen King hated Kubrick's version of The Shining tells you everything you need to know about his taste in movies.
All right, so let's go to the big reveal here. Are we giving this movie a thumbs up, thumbs down, or just somewhere in the middle?
Thumbs down for me.
Yeah, it's a thumbs down for me. Usually an action movie like this, I'm willing to say, give it a try. It's fun. It's a romp. It'd be fun. In this case, it was just so much chaos, and then it just leaves your mind fleetingly. I just say walk away from it and just
wait till it's streaming on TV.
Yeah, I guess you want to watch it on Saturday. Yeah, that's fun, but
yeah,
it was not for me.
All right, so 2 thumbs down for the movie The Running Man. Well, Bart and Jen, thanks so much for coming out today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right, well, don't go away. We have more to be returned.